Okay, folks, today is the 10th of February, 2024. I just thought I'd make a little quick video. I just got done replacing the molded lead frame connector inside the transmission of my 2011 F150. This component sandwiches between the valve body and the main case of the transmission. And it basically contains a few electronic devices and a circuit board and the wiring that connects from the main harness of the body of the truck down to the solenoid pack. Anyway, I got cut off there. Coming back in the shop, I have the old molded lead frame connector, they call it, laying here on my bench, and this is what it looks like. It's kind of an unusual piece. Anyway, it goes in this position. It goes on top of the valve body, between the valve body and the main case of the transmission. And you can see here is the bulkhead connector that interfaces with the wiring harness on the truck. This component right here is the output shaft speed sensor. It's just a Hall effect sensor. And then over here on the front side, we have another Hall effect sensor. This is the turbine speed sensor for the torque converter or the input shaft, whichever you want to call it. And then also on this light brown part of it here is the transmission range selector proximity switch. And so this little piece right here, if you'll notice, it's got some metallic material stuck to it. Let me see if I can, you see that stuff right there? It's almost like a gray metallic paint-like material. Anyway, there is some magnetic components inside this piece that slides right here. There's no contact switches here at all. It's just a proximity device. And then on the back side here is a small circuit board that contains the proximity switch. And I believe that this component of it is probably one of the main culprits of the failure that it has. I suspect that it gets some of this magnetic material inside of the circuitry here. I haven't taken it apart yet, but I may take it apart later. And then right here, you have all of the connectors for the solenoid pack that's on the valve body. I think there's 7 of them. This is also another culprit. In transmissions that are higher mileage that have a lot of metallic debris in them, they claim that this metallic debris can get in here and short these terminals between each other and cause the solenoids to fail. I don't think that was the case in my case, because my truck only has 110,000 miles on it, and it's had multiple fluid changes. It's never had dirty fluid in it. I don't think that was the case. I think I was having an issue with the range selector over here being contaminated with this very fine metallic debris. And so the problem I was having was an occasional harsh shift between first and second gear. Also, every once in a while, it would hesitate, or it would seem like it would miss a shift. It would rev between shifts, usually between second and third gear. And then ultimately yesterday, after I returned home from a long road trip, the following morning, which was yesterday, I went to drive the truck uptown to put some gas in it, and when it went to shift into second gear, there was nothing. It wouldn't pull at all. And so luckily, it would still get reverse, and I was able to back up the street and pull it up in the driveway in first gear. So anyway, I didn't do a how-to video because there's plenty of them already on YouTube. I'll probably put a link in the description to the best one that I found, that I referenced before I tore into this. But it was a fairly simple job. It was just a little bit tedious laying on the ground on my driveway because my lift is tied up right now with junk. But I got it changed out. Wasn't a big deal. Once I got it back together, the transmission is working like it was brand new again, and so I was delighted. I also replaced this component. This is called the transfer seal. It's plastic. It's got O-rings impregnated in it on either side. And this part goes between the valve body and the main case of the transmission up in the front. And these passageways are the pump inlet and outlet. And so these are noted for cracking. And I don't know if you can see that, but this one is cracked or starting to crack through. It hasn't cracked through on the inside yet, but when these crack, it can cause a multitude of problems. There's another crack on the other side. So I went to the Ford dealer this morning and picked up one of these and replaced it also. But yeah, big job for today. Thanks for watching.